sacrosanct document, a document that every Indian looks to with great hope and expectation, something that might improve their lot and alleviate the problems of their lives. So therefore, my comments as a member of this House's principal opposition party may not be treated as partisan, but as a small part of a large collective responsibility that we all share. We must discuss ways and means to steer ourselves out of the present predicament. Last time India was in this predicament, that was a serious economic crisis, the balance of payments crisis in 1990-91. Dr. Manmohan Singh, as finance minister, guided the country out of this economic crisis and in the process imparted a new direction and orientation to our economy. Our problems are not unknown to the people seated here. Low economic growth, increasing unemployment, falling exports, rising farm distress, all amidst the great expectations of our people who gave a decisive mandate to this government only last year. The budget is based as always on certain presumptions. Presumptions of 10% nominal growth, presumptions of 12% growth in revenue. These presumptions certainly look a little optimistic given the current tepid economic scenario. Madam Chairperson, let me speak broadly about some issues that are pertinent to the state I represent, Punjab. Firstly, there is little denying the fact that distress in rural areas is growing. The concessions earlier in this financial year that were given to businesses have naturally aroused similar aspirations from the rural sector. However, that special stimulus for the rural economy is missing. And it's really surprising that allocation for Manregs for the next year has been reduced below the revised estimates of the current year at a time where there is general talk of need to boost rural economy. I hope the Finance Minister will take note. Today, across the country, the poor rural look forward to the NREGA funds to undertake small infrastructure works in villages. Let's keep their hopes alive. In agriculture, there are some serious issues, especially the one that has been expressed on converting fertilizer subsidy into DBT. These steps must be taken with due caution and after factoring both the intended and unintended consequences, lest our farmers are put to undue harassment. Similarly, the Pradhan Mantri Krishi Bima Yojana deserves to be reviewed and reoriented as it does not suit the interests of Punjab's farmers. The scheme should be farm and plot based instead of being area based. The indemnity level should be more than 90% up to 95% and should be allowed and based on last year's yield of affected and insured farmers. Post-harvest losses in mandis due to natural calamities should also be covered. The localized calamities should also cover the losses due to unseasonal rainfall during Rabi crops and increase in cost of cultivation of the Kharif crop due to deficient rainfall. As most of the farmers are facing huge economic distress, no premium should be charged from them. It should be shared between the central and state governments on a 60-40 basis. The state has already taken up this matter with the Prime Minister's office in a letter dated 31/5/2019. Next, Punjab is facing a groundwater crisis, putting a serious question mark on the long-term sustainability of our agriculture and in turn our country's food security. The budget does not offer anything for the state in this regard, notwithstanding that Punjab has the highest rate of decline in groundwater in the country. It has been sadly omitted of the 7 states list under the Atal Bhujal Yojana. The state government has taken this matter up also with the Prime Minister and the Ministry of Jal Shakti, and I would only expect that Punjab is given its due. In parallel, there must be strong steps by the Government of India to promote diversification of agriculture through the assured marketing and of alternative and less water intensive crops like maize, etc. We were hoping that an announcement to this effect would be made in this budget, but it seems to have missed the attention of the government. Let us not delay anymore before it is too late. I would also like to highlight one aspect that needs the collective attention of the House. The Commission on Agricultural Costs and Prices has unfortunately given some recommendations of ending MSP-based open-end procurement of paddy and wheat, largely on account of inefficiencies in food management. Madam Chairperson, this will be the final nail in the coffin of our already beleaguered farmers. I strongly urge the government to put aside any such plan in case it truly believes in the welfare of the farmers. At the end, let me say that India's growth story, with dreams of becoming a superpower that we dare to flirt with, is now at the crossroads. The optimistic talk 10 years ago that we would become a developed economy in 2 to 3 decades has today been replaced by cautious pragmatism of economists who warn of the real danger of India falling into the middle income trap. In the background of this pessimism, we must renew our pledge. In the words of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, our tryst with destiny should be fulfilled. And I think that the words spoken by Franklin Roosevelt in his speech during the Great Depression should also be instructive in this case, saying the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. While I pray that we may economically rise again once as a great nation, I only hope the government will equip this country with the right economic policies to help catalyze our economic growth and development. Thank you.